New York Islanders head off to Toronto tomorrow night. They'll take on the Leafs at the ACC. Toronto is also the home to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and one of the things that you'll find in the hall is a vintage mask worn by Chico Resch.
We had a practice at the Coliseum. I think it was on Friday, and we had a clubhouse boy there whose girlfriend was an art major. I think it was East Meadow, but I'm not sure which suburb here in Long Island. And he said, hey, my girlfriend, Linda Spinella, is thinking, why doesn't she take that mask home and she'll paint something really cool on it? And I thought, oh, I don't know. I said, stepping out like that, that's going to bring a lot of attention on me. I said, but what have I got to lose? Take it for the weekend. She brings it back Monday. We have a game Tuesday, and I can still remember walking out with the mask on, thinking, how is this going to play out? First of all, I thought, I better play well because everybody's going to notice this mask. And so I went and wore him up, and I could kind of see the fans were buzzing a little bit because this was red and blue, and it had the island on the forehead and had the NY, and it was like, it was stepping out. Even some of the guys were kind of looking like, that'd be a nice one to hit you right between the eyes in, but they were just kidding. Remember, that was hand-painted with a brush. Now, you know, they got those air brushes. You've seen them. They're like the outside of a car. You know, they're that professional and finely done. But this one here, you could see a little bit of the smudge, and Linda did a great job, don't get me wrong. But at the time, it brought so much attention. And then when I'd go around the league, some of the other goalies were saying, whoa, that looks pretty good. You're really stepping out. I've talked to a lot of kids here on Long Island who are playing street hockey, and they say, oh yeah, when we saw that mask, we'd take our plastic mask home and we'd paint it up as well. So there was a whole generation of goalies that started to see the game in a more colorful way, and as you know, from there they came colorful pads and blockers and gloves and sticks. And so, but I think that was the first step of goalies stepping out and saying, I can be a little different. Well, they were always different. Goalies were always different. But I can be a little bit different in my look and still play well and not get criticized and have some fun with it. My mask was tied to Long Island. It was uniquely Long Island. It was tied to the community and to the team. It wasn't an expression of me. Now a lot of guys have crazy stuff on there that you don't really know all that it means. I'm not knocking that, but at that time, it was really cool because the Islander fans knew that Chico Resch was a diehard New York Islander person through and through. And of course, I wore that mask for that year, and I didn't want to give it up. But when the Hall of Fame comes to you and says, hey, we want to put that in the Hall of Fame, I'm thinking, I'm probably not going to get there. So if my mask can make it, that's good enough for me. And it's good to hear that it's still sitting there and they're still displaying it proudly, because it was, for me, it was something that I'll always cherish.
And we thank Chico for his time. Tomorrow night on MSG Plus, it's the Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Live coverage gets underway with